What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Lite. Oh yeah, guys. So, I was told that there was a prank at my base. Yeah, I've been doing some stuff off camera. I made another platform over here. We'll probably have one in all four cardinal directions eventually. Prank. Okay. Yeah, so we have wooden pressure plates everywhere. It says sometimes the pressure can be explosive. Explosive and pressure plates? Is he gonna blow up my base? Am I gonna have to wreck his face? Okay, that one's safe. That one's safe. So this platform is 1 block thick. Actually, it's half a block thick, right? If he put any pressure plates, or if he put any TNT under those pressure plates, like, they would just fall into the void, right? You know what? Let's do this. Let's poke some blocks here. Let's go look and see where the TNT is. Oh, there's no TNT! Ah, okay. I thought it was gonna be one of those things where it's like, find the pressure plate with the TNT on it. Jevin? Alright, we'll fix our stairs up here. Yeah, alright, so he spammed our base full of pressure plates. Now, I do think if we had an axe, we could... Can you punch pressure plates? You do get them back, right? Okay, it looks like we get them back. Let's vein mine these. And they're all done. Well, most of them anyway. Okay, so that's a lot of pressure plates. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of pressure plates. That's like 3 stacks worth. A little over 3 stacks. What the heck, Jevin? 3 stacks plus 9? I kind of feel like we might have to do something to get them back. I don't know. Oh, there's another one right here. I'm gonna be finding pressure plates for forever, aren't I? I'm just gonna keep missing them. Sometimes the pressure can be explosive. Ding guy. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do to get Jevin back for doing that. Thankfully, that was very quick to clean up. So yeah, I've been doing some things around here. You'll notice that I got some compacting drawers over here. Yeah, I was trying to get a bunch of resources done, and our inventory kept filling up. And I was like, you know, if we just put the dust in the drawer, then we don't have to worry about storing it in chests and crafting it ourselves and all that kind of stuff. The only thing I would like to have right now, though, to make this better would be a drawer controller. Because right now, when we get done sifting things, I have to go and right-click twice each one of these things, right? If we just had a drawer controller, where this crafting table would be, I can just double-click this, and like all the stuff that's in my inventory go to the correct drawer and be auto-converted into the ore, right? So that's definitely something that I want to do. Also, I made this cardboard box for mechanisms. Pretty easy to do. You can take a log, hit it with a hammer, it turns it into the sawdust, 4 sawdust, turns into one of these, and the cardboard box, for those of you who might not have seen it, you can put it on pretty much any block you want, right? Break it, and you can set that down pretty much wherever you want. Shift right click the box to get it out of there. Yeah, and you can move chests, or in this case, compacting drawers around pretty easily. I believe you can do that with most machines as well. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty inexpensive item. I like it. Yeah, so we got the drawers done, and I've been sifting a lot of stuff. I set up a makeshift thing over here to grow large trees. We were running out of wood with all the drawers that I needed to make for all of these things. Each compacting drawer requires one of the wooden drawers inside of it. Yeah, so we got that going on. And then over on this side, as I showed earlier, we did have another platform here with, I guess, these Endermen. I don't want to look at them. I don't have any I don't have any armor, and I don't have any weapons, so we'll just leave them be. Yeah, so over here, I think we're going to put our smeltery when we get around to making that. And then also, I'd like to ramp up our lava production. So right now, we're using our crucible here with a source block of lava underneath it. And we're getting 3 times the lava production as normal. But I think we're going to start using lava power. And if we're going to do that, we need to start making more lava. Now, one of the things we were given as a reward earlier on was this Yellorium, and at the time that we were given that, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I forgot, in Project Ozone, yeah, you can take Yellorium ore, melt it down, turn it into a block, And the block does a craziness underneath the crucible. Like it gives you, I don't know if it's a 20 or a 50 times rate. I think it was 50 in Project Ozone 2. I think. It's been a while. Anyway, so we might look at doing that. So I don't know if there's a way for us to take this stuff and double it yet. We might have to do some kind of a... Yeah, I think we need machines in order to do that. I think we might need a pulverizer. Are we able to make a pulverizer? If we had this stuff, we can make a gear cast. Should we get into doing this? We don't even have a way to make power yet. So maybe that is a little ambitious for us right now. Okay, so tell you what, let's hold off on upgrading our lava supply until we get a smeltery done. I think you can actually melt the Yellorium in the smeltery. Let's take a look one more time. We can smelt it and we get 200, not 288. Yeah, so it's not as good doing in the smeltery as it would be to pulverize and then smelt each one. Anyway, we might do that. We might be able to do like 6 ore or 7 ore in order to make a block. We'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and start looking at what we're gonna do today. My goodness, these guys are everywhere. They're everywhere. All right, guys, so what I'd like to do to start off with is I want to start making some grout so we can start getting a smeltery up and running. So I just laid out 5 stacks of compressed gravel, and we're going to turn these all into sand. Let's go and do that. Yep, that's a lot of it. All right, so now we got 5 stacks of compressed sand, which is pretty awesome. That's going to give us a heck of a lot of sand to make our grout. All right, so we'll do that, and that. So now we got 4 stacks compressed sand, 4 stacks of compressed gravel. We need to take this final one. I am going to make myself another iron hammer because I'm not convinced that the amount of durability on the one that we currently use is going to be enough. Yeah, we need to take this and turn this one into dust. Now, that's going to end up being a heck of a lot of dust, but I kind of want to have enough gravel here where I won't have to worry about making grout ever again. So we'll just go ahead and place this all out right like that, and then we will... Yeah, we didn't have enough durability on that. Place this guy here. We'll vein mine the rest of these and get that all into dust. Cool. All right. So now we got lots and lots and lots of dust. Maybe too much for right now, but you know, it's gonna get us by. Okay, so now if we take all of this compressed stuff, we turn it into the uncompressed stuff, and we have all this turned into clay, we are gonna have so much grout, it's gonna be disgusting. Because one recipe makes 8. Yeah, so that's 8 stacks. If we have 4 and 4, that is gonna be way more than what we need. I do believe. But anyway, we have all this stuff ready to go, so we can make as much of this as we want. Okay, so let's go ahead and start turning some dust into clay, and we do that by doing the water in the where is it, this one? Yeah, in our wooden barrel over here. Now we probably want to set up some kind of an automation for this. I think mechanical users would be the best way, right? I think we could do something like that. We can have these right-click glass bottles. I think we'd need to do 2 of these mechanical users in order for us to fully automate this system. Maybe it'd be better just for me to get glass bottles and then just manually do it. We could do some hoppers. You know what? I think that's probably going to be the best way. Eventually, we'll set up some kind of a proper automation for this. Just to get things going, though, let's just make a couple of hoppers, and we will make it go good enough for now. All right, so unless there's an infinite water source, maybe? No. I'm not saying infinite water. There might be some other way to pump water in pretty quickly that I'm not aware of at this point in time, but yeah, that's something we'll look at later. Oh, it looks like we got some more dust over here that I wasn't aware of. Yep. Anyway, so we wanted to make ourselves 2 chests, so I need a little bit more wood. There we go. There's that. Something like that. Cool. All right, so there's 2 hoppers. So this will just be a quick and dirty automation, nothing super fancy. I do need my glass bottles wherever we left those. Yeah, just 3 of those. Okay, that should be fine. And we can do it right here. So we'll do hopper, wooden barrel, hopper. On top of here, we'll just place our dust, and then I can take these water bottles like that, just click them on here, and that should turn into clay 3 at a time, right? Yeah, so water and plus dust in the barrel turns into clay. Pretty easy to do this. All right, so now that we got a stack of clay, we need to get ourselves 4 stacks of gravel and 4 stacks of sand, and then we can make ourselves the grout. Well, let me put this away. We're just gonna go ahead and use lava to power our furnaces because it's essentially free fuel. So it just makes sense, and it smelts 100 items per bucket, right? So it will get a decent amount of this stuff going. All right, so put that in there, that one in there. Another bucket into this one. And finally, this one. So we were just talking about the Yellorium. I saw in the quest book here, back on the main section here, right above the crucible, it even tells you right here, Yellorium's 20x, plutonium's 40, ludicrate 60, superheating elements 120, and awakened draconium is 480. That is craziness. But yeah, I was looking, and you can get Yellorite dust, or I guess Yellorium. Let's see, what is it called? This comes from, I guess we want, that right there. Okay, so the Yellorium ore chunk comes from Yellorium ore piece, and we get that from sifting sand on a flint stiffened mesh. You can get it at 2%. You can also get it on an iron stiffened mesh at a 12%, and finally on the diamond stiffened mesh at a 22%. Currently we only have iron stiffened mesh, but you know, at a 12%, and we only need a few of those, I'm pretty okay with taking like 9 stacks of what we have here and turning that into potentially Yellorium. Yeah, that way we're not going to be wasting that ore. I mean, I don't know what else we're going to be doing with the ore, especially since we can sift for this stuff. But yeah, honestly, if the ore will provide more than 1 per, I'd rather just sift for it. All right, so, oh, charged Certus, nice. All right, so there's Yellorium ore piece, and there's 4 of those. Let's go to the uses of this thing. So yeah, we could smelt it and get 2 ingots per. Looks like we just smelt in to get 1 each. This... Oh, that's strange. This will turn into 2 ingots in the smeltery. Wait. Which one is right? Yellorium ore chunk turns into 200 millibuckets, or this one turns into 288. It's the same thing. What's the difference? Lava, blazing pyrotheum, the sublimated carbon thing. I think that's all the same. I'm not sure which way is going to give us the 2 ingots worth. Now I'm confused. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clear out my inventory here and sift a little bit more of this. Try and get the 9 Yellorium chunks we're looking for, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I smelted all of that seared, well, I guess the grout into the seared brick here. That's as much as we were able to smelt on those 4 buckets of lava. That's still quite a lot of the stuff though. So let's go and make some of the parts that we need for our tinker stuff. So we need a seared tank to hold lava. In fact, I should probably put that, well, I guess we can just bucket directly out of this thing and into here. Let's just go ahead and fill this thing up straight away. So we have our 4 buckets of lava, have this thing completely full and ready to go. All right, so we need that. We need to get ourselves a casting basin or 2. We need to get ourselves a casting table, probably just 1 of those. We're gonna need ourselves at least 3 faucets to start off with, but we'll probably upgrade those to ender fluid conduits at some point in the future very soon. We need to get ourselves a controller, right? So we have the controller, we have the seared tank. We need at least 2 drains. All right, and then everything else I think we can just turn into the brick. Or I guess the bricks. So let's just make a stack of those right away. All right, so that's a lot of stuff here. So we should be able to start working on getting our Tinker Smeltery set up. Let's put it, yeah, I think right here. We'll just do, I'm just gonna do the standard 3x3. You can put these in pretty much any configuration if you want to. I've had it as small as a 1x1. I've made like a 1x3 before, but honestly, having the 3x3, I think is probably just the best. All right, so we'll do that. We'll put the lava in the back so we don't have to look at it. We'll put the controller in the front for ease of access to get stuff in there. And then we will wrap around here with the bricks to make the multi-block structure. And that right there should make a functioning smeltery, but you can't do anything with it. Like you can put stuff in and melt it, and that's about it. So we're gonna need drains. I like putting the drains over here on the corners like this. That way we can use the one smeltery drain on 2 different sides to pour into 2 different things, right? Makes a lot of sense to do it that way. We'll put a casting table here. We'll put that here. We could also put another basin over here if we wanted to pour into that, or another casting table if we want to do 2 different types of things at the same time. But generally speaking, this is probably going to be good enough. All right, so now that we get all of that settled down, we can just go ahead and start wrapping this with the seared bricks here and start making the smeltery be able to handle more and more stuff. Looks like we got enough for 2 more rows, I think. No, we need to make 1 more seared brick and then we'll have this be all ready. Okay, we can do 1 more of these. Nice. Now, depending on how much of this we have left, we might even be able to go up another row. So we need 12 of these seared bricks in order to do 1 layer. So that'd be 16. And then we could go up 2 more layers, I think, right? 16, we could do that. Take those away. We'll just make this tall enough. Just go ahead and do it this way. Make this thing plenty tall so we don't have to worry about it. All right, now this is pretty far off the ground. It'll start spawning monsters, so we want to make sure we get that nice and lit up here so we don't have to worry about monsters spawning. And then I guess I'll reduce my fall damage by dropping 2 blocks higher. All right, so our smeltery now can hold a lot of stuff. So we can smelt a whole lot of things. I do believe we can even smelt the grout in there, or just regular cobblestone into seared brick or seared stone and then cast that out into the seared brick if we want to. But yeah, you know, I think that is going to be doing us pretty well for right now. So I did want to see the Yellorium. If we put that in here, does that give us 200 millibuckets per? Or are we going to get 288 per and be able to cast out 2 full blocks from this? Yeah, I don't know. This is going pretty slow. We could probably speed this up by putting some other type of fuel in here. I know in Project Ozone 2 Kappa mode, you could put gasoline in here, and that's like the build craft fuel equivalent, and that would make it super smelt everything. I don't know in Project Ozone Lite if there is something like that. Maybe the fire water from Ender.io, or yeah, I don't know. Maybe it says somewhere in the quest book about it, if that's even a thing. I honestly don't know. So yeah, I was kind of poking around in here. Oh, it looks like we unlocked this. I was kind of poking around the quest book to see where we could go now. We do have a quest or 2 to claim, so let's do that. So we got the entire smeltery done. All right, let's just pick a loot chest and claim it. Let's see, we got our iron mesh done that I did off camera. We never claimed that one. That looks like about it on this page. Do we have anything else done that I might have done accidentally? No, it looks like we don't. So if we want to start an Ender.io, it looks like the first thing we need to do is to make a basic capacitor, which will unlock our Sterling generator quest, and we can start using lava to make RF, which I think would be pretty cool. That might be something worth pursuing. Looks like we also have this section, Generation Revolution, unlocked, which wants us to go all the way up to a chaotic solar array. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think these solar arrays are pretty expensive. Let's take a look. Solar Flux Reborn. Solar Flux Reborn. Okay, so the first tier of that requires 3 mirrors, planks and redstone. The planks and redstone are cheap. Mirror is glass and iron, and that gives us 3 of those. So what is that? 3 glass panes, 1 iron, 5 planks, and a redstone to get us 1 solar panel. And that'll start generating 8 RF per tick. That's not really bad. That's not bad at all. The solar panel tier 2 requires 8 of the previous that generate 8 per. This will only generate 16 though, which is not very good. So we lose out on quite a lot by upgrading it, don't we? I wonder why that is. That is really odd. So it almost is like you want to spam a bunch of the solar panel 1s until you can go all the way up here and you have all of the power, or I guess all the resources. And that's really weird that they would knock it down that much. I really would have expected this to make 64, not just transfer 64. This only generates the equivalent of 2 of those. Okay. Well, we have some loot chests to pop. Let's pop them. We got a growth crystal tier 2. That's pretty cool. And we get a gelid cryothium florb. Those are also really good. So that's free gelid cryothium. We can throw these on the ground, or maybe we can use them in a fluid transposer thing to extract the fluid out. Yeah, that might be a thing that we do a little bit later. But for right now, we'll hold on to those. Don't really need them. I was cooking up a little bit of glass so we can make that controller, so we might be able to just make ourselves a solar panel right away and just get that done. Oh, we needed 1 piece of iron too, didn't we? Let's grab that. Let's do this. So there's the glass, or actually that was glass panes, wasn't it? All right, so I need 2 more glass cooked up in order to do that. All right, so this one. Take apart the sand, put that in there. 1 of those. Okay, so we need 2 more pieces of glass so we can make the glass panes for this. We do need some redstone wood. So while that's cooking up, let's go over and grab those resources. So that's 1 redstone and 3 wood. Oh, we already have, oh no. We need 5 wood total. We need 2 additional wood. There we go. All right, so we should be able to make our very first solar panel, which I know doesn't make a lot of power, but it is an easy quest to complete and the first one in that series. So let's just go ahead and get that done. So there's that, and then we can do this. Cool. Solar panel done. I was half expecting it to say that I needed to make like 64 of these or something before that completed there for a second. You know, let's click the top one this time. All right, so we could easily do a lot of those, but I just don't see it being something that I want to do right now. A diamond shield. What does that even look like? Yeah, just kind of as you expect. Can we like take this and turn those into diamonds? You can. In a pulverizer, you get 6 diamonds out of it. Or in a sag mill, you get 2 plus 15% of 1. And I guess that could depend on the RNG of like the dark steel ball or the flint. Yeah, obviously pulverizer is the way to go for that. What is the recipe of that? So that is 6 diamonds plus a shield. Okay, so I guess when you pulverize it, you don't get the shield back, but you do get the 6 diamonds, which is pretty cool. Now we got a quarter of a heart before. Now we got 2 of these. Can we combine them together? Yeah, so there's a half a heart. All right, well, we'll put that away for now. All right, so let's see. Other things that I wanted to do. We need to get lava being put over into our smeltery. Ooh. Oh, that could be a problem. I forgot to light up down there. There's 1 torch that I missed, and this little guy spawned because of it. Get off. Nope. Get off my platform. There you go. Bye-bye now. We'll see you later. All right, let's get a torch over here before we get more things spawning. Whoops. Yep. Oh, there's a baby skeleton. No, don't. No. Is it bad form for me to just like peace out? I don't have armor. I don't have weapons. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, the little skeleton bro will wreck me. I don't have anything to protect myself. Did he just spawn? Oh yeah, okay. So this area is chunk loaded. I was further than, I don't know, 128 blocks away, so that should instant despawn everybody. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, what were we doing now? I kind of lost track. Aha, I remember now. We were cooking down Yellorium to see if this, in fact, made 2 blocks, and it does. Okay, so we can cast those out. We'll get 2 Yellorium blocks. It's probably going to take a minute for this stuff to cool down and harden. But once that does, we can make a second crucible. Actually, that cools down really quick. We can make a second crucible and start making a lot of lava. So I do want to see this thing work. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Put all of our cobblestone away. And hopefully I'll be able to pick this thing up and it won't go into the lava. I almost walked into the lava myself, trying to make sure I caught that. All right, so if we put the Yellorium block down over here, I don't know, like right there should be fine. And we put this here. Yep, sure enough, that says rate of 20. So if I put in 4 cobblestone, that'll make lava in, oh, I don't know, what is that going to be, like 30 seconds or less? That's pretty quick. I like it. So we can put down another one here. We're going to want a way to insert cobblestone to the top, and we're going to want a way to extract the lava. I think you can do that from the side, but if we're using Ender IO conduit, we can do that both from the top, pushing in the cobblestone and pulling out the lava. So I think we're probably going to end up doing it that way. Okay, so we should probably look at this point on how to make Ender IO conduit an item. Let's see. Item conduit. Yeah, to make this, we're going to need pulsating iron. And to make pulsating iron, we are going to need... is it molten ender pearl? Can we alloy that? So we need an alloy smelter, iron plus an ender pearl. I wonder, can we alloy that? Let's go back to this. Casting. Molten pulsating. It doesn't really show a way for us to like make this stuff in the smeltery. I think we do have to make it using the alloy smelter. I think. How hard is that to make? An alloy smelter. Is that pretty difficult for us to make? We need a machine chassis or a machine framework. The machine framework requires raw carbon and fused quartz, which is nether quartz. Or the regular machine chassis is iron plus a basic capacitor. Seems like a pretty obvious choice. Alloy smelter is the way we're going to go. So now that we just saw that recipe there with the raw carbon, that does remind me, this mod pack does have passwords things in it. Passwords things, right? So passwords things does add in a carbon. And this stuff, as we saw, for those of you who watched me live stream it, Sink into Madness, this stuff turns into the craziest tinker's tools. So to get carbon, you need a block of coal. So 9 coal equals a block, right? You smelt that down to the carbon. And then I think 2 of those raw carbons turn into the carbon ingot. Doesn't show here. Let's look, carbon ingot, or maybe smelt it. You can melt it down. Yeah, okay, so raw carbon in the smeltery turns into this sublimated carbon stuff. You can cast that out into the carbon ingot. Is that the only way? Yeah, it looks like we also make the compressor, which requires RF. So it might be better to do the smeltery. It's easier anyway. It's one less machine we have to make. But anyway, this stuff, like if you go and look at the carbon pickaxe, for instance, this thing does 24.9 attack damage. It has magnetic 2 on it, and it has a mining speed of 200 and a really high durability. Those are like the end game tools right at the start that you want to make. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be better when we get into Draconic Evolution and get the Staff of Power and all of that. But we have a lot of coal all ready to go here. So we could just go ahead and take a lot of this stuff, turn those into carbon, and start smelting that and making ourselves some of the really OP tools, which I think is a pretty good idea for us to do. All right, guys, so we're in the process now of making molds for all of our different parts that we want to make here. I could have sworn when I used the carbon tools before in the Sink into Madness mod pack, you were able to craft all these parts without using the smeltery, without having to make the molds and stuff, although I can't remember 100%. But yeah, we are able to just go ahead and pour all this stuff out, make the molds, and then yeah, we can take our carbon here and then pour it. So I made the carbon binding already. We're just gonna make the full tool out of carbon for right now. If we find that later that there's better parts or something else we'd like to swap it to, pretty sure we'll be able to do that quite easily. But yeah, so this will go ahead and make ourselves a pickaxe that we can also use as a sword should the need arise. Yeah, we'll come over to our tinker stuff, which I'll probably end up moving over to our smeltery area pretty soon. But yeah, let's go to the tool station. We'll do that, put all these parts together, and there we go. There's a carbon pickaxe. So that is way better than everything else that we were using up until this point, which really wasn't a whole lot, just a stone pickaxe. Now, I do believe that this carbon pickaxe will basically instant mine any stone block. So you gotta be really careful with it. Oh, you know what? Let's grab some of this. All right, let's grab some of this. We'll put it over here. We'll take a look at it and see how fast this thing mines. Yeah, it's instant. So that's pretty much the best tool that you can get very, very early game, as far as I understand it. We have a little bit more raw carbon here, and I think, oh no, we're out of the stuff in here. So I can start looking at making some other tools out of this, like a sword. Like we did the carbon sword, carbon broadsword, for instance, that has an attack of, it says 27 attack at the bottom. It says plus 25.8. I'm not sure which one is the actual attack. Oh, maybe it's the 27 is when it's in your main hand. I don't know. But anyway, that is like a lot of damage. That is over 10 hearts of damage per hit. Yeah, that's gonna pretty much kill everything except for maybe Enderman in one shot, right? So that's really, really good. This one has 26 attack damage. I think this one swings a little bit faster and has a swipe action, so you want to use that over a pickaxe. Yeah, anyway, so I think we're going to be doing pretty good on our tools. So what I'm going to end up doing is pretty much making all of our tools out of this carbon stuff. And then, yeah, I think we're going to be really good at that point. But guys, I think we're out of time for today. I know. I wanted to get our lava production hooked up. But in order to do that, we need to get into a little bit of the Ender IO stuff. So we'll probably be looking at that next time. Maybe looking at getting some lava generation hooked up so we can make power off our lava. Yeah, it's going to be super awesome. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.